Hi, what's up? My name is Lauren. I am a story brand strategist from New York City, and as you can see, today I got my base, and this is another lesson from the story brand strategist. Now, I'm going to show you how this base and this lesson are going to help you be better at marketing and selling to your customers, new customers or potential customers, and your current ones. Now, if you know that baseline, most likely you are familiar with the Temptations and a song called My Girl, because that is the intro to My Girl, which is a song from the Motown era. So if you already know that song, you're probably were filled with anticipation, maybe some memories, maybe you heard it at a cookout, and you might have been waiting for me to play the rest of the song. And I didn't play the rest of the song. I stopped because I want to make sure that you get the lesson and how this is going to connect with the lesson, which is about how do you attract new folks as well as old folks with your marketing message story, with your advertising, so that you can eventually get them to become customers. And it's the lessons really in that baseline. It's really in that song because, folks, if you know anything about Motown, they're really good at making incredible music that when you hear the first 30 seconds of it, you knew that something good was happening. Even if you've never heard that song before, it creates anticipation. You're interested. You want to hear this through. And that's exactly what your marketing message has to do. When you create your ads on Facebook, when they are on Instagram, whether you're using banner ads, whether you are doing traditional mailing or commercials or using VSLs or writing sales letters, it has to be able to do that. Create excitement from people who already know, like, and trust you. Hopefully at that point they love you, and people who don't know you at all. That's what makes you different. That's what puts you out there, makes you interesting, and makes people want to follow you and eventually be your customers or your clients. You have to be able to create that excitement in your storytelling. Now, with that song, they're able to do it with a really simple baseline that is very iconic. In your case, how do you do that? Now, I always suggest you do it with story. Telling stories that your market, your target ideal market, your ideal customer avatar can connect to, and start building it out so that you're able to connect. For new customers, that means going into their world, understanding their issues, and then making sure you're creating marketing campaigns and sales campaigns that connect them not only to your brand, but connect them to whatever your product and service is. Just like that baseline is connecting people to the song and to the group, the Temptations. All right. Now, how do you do it for both? Because some of you do not segment your email list if you are an email marketer. Some of you don't. Now, when it comes to ads, you might have people who've already bought your products and are very familiar with you. You might be a guru for all we know. I don't know. But with Facebook ads, you can't just say, hey, I've already sold to John, Jacob, and Ann, so I want to make sure when this ad goes out, John, Jacob, and Ann are not included in the ad. You can't really do that specifically with Facebook. So when you do Facebook ads, for example, you're proud, and if you've already been successful especially if you're a guru, you're probably people are going to see an ad who've already bought for you, who are already familiar with you. So your message in a way has to appeal to both, because you can use both to your advantage. Just like I played this baseline. You need to make sure that you have that already built into your ad when people see it. So there are a lot of gurus out there who advertise on Facebook, who have their groups, and you'll see their posts, and maybe somebody liked and hearted them on the post. So now if I'm new to seeing who this is and they have like decent copy, like, stop, don't buy this program until you've read this article. Well, I don't know what the hell they're talking about, from a copy standpoint. But if I'm a new possible client or ideal customer, is that enough to get me to stop what I'm doing on Facebook and click on that ad, watch that VSL, watch that webinar, or read that article? Does it still give me the same anticipation, the same excitement, same feeling? That's what you need to figure out. But how can you leverage your past clients or customers who already see those ads? Well, guess what? That's why I think people who see ads or posts that have already been commented on from people who've already bought their product and they say, yeah, this is a great product. Oh, I love X, Y, Z, and ABC, really helps build credibility that, they should be excited to read the rest of this article, which might lead to whatever it is in your funnel. Just like when people hear the beginning of this baseline, especially at a cookout or at a dance or at a party, they already know something's coming good. They know something's coming. They know it's coming good. And if you've ever been to a party with folks who were young when that song came out and they start dancing, they start really getting into it, they might start saying the lyrics and stuff like that, like the whole demeanor changes, right? If I'm a person who's never heard that song and that song already intrigues me, and then I see other people like getting ready to dance and start, really getting into it, that encourages me more to sit and listen to that song. And that's exactly what your marketing has to do, especially if you're using ads and platforms where you can't segment people out who've already bought for you, right? So that's really true when you're like looking at Facebook and Instagram ads. You might have people already bought from you. You can't segment them out of Facebook. You can't say, like I said before, John, Jacob, and Ann. So it has to appeal to both in a way, because you can use your past customers to help you sell your current product, to help turn them into advocates. Just like at a dance party, especially with folks who are older or folks who grew up listening to that music, you start playing it, they automatically help bring credibility to a song that might be 40, 50 years old. So the next time you're creating your ads or creating your marketing funnels or looking to advertise on Instagram or Pinterest, remember, where you can't separate people out, make sure that your story that you're telling is able to use people who already know, like, and trust you, hopefully love you, to help you gain authority, as well as help people open their hearts to trusting you, opening their minds to listening to your message. So, my name is Lauren. I am a story brand strategist from New York, and this has been another lesson. See you later.